Hi everyone, I'm RYOTA MATSUZAKI with Kitango. I personally wish I had more videos from Ultra brothers, but here I go. So today, I'd like to explore this question: what should hardware be in the age of AI? So let's reflect on what recent trends are telling us and what we might build next. Here we go. So a bit about myself. I started my career in M&A, later joined Rakuten as a 93rd employee, so when it was very small, as an executive. And then in 2010, I left Rakuten. Back then, Rakuten had over 10,000 employees, so it was quite a journey. But then I left to start Kibidango in 2013. Personally, I backed over 400 Kickstarter projects. As a hobby, mostly hardware, and I'm deeply passionate about supporting old ideas and gadgets. That's what led me here. So Kibidango is supporting startups and a love for gadgets. So this is Kibidango today. We've been in the space for 12 years. We've gathered more than $26 million in funding, and with 30 plus staffs. The one thing that's very, very special about Kibidango is that unlike other platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and other Japanese platforms, we directly manage and operate about a half of our campaigns. Mostly together with companies outside of Japan. So we help companies outside Japan launch their product in Japan. So we're not just a crowdfunding platform, we're an importer, distributor, retailer, and media company all in one. Here are some of the top performing campaigns that we've launched in Japan. You would be able to see, well, it's a bit odd, but many of the campaigns are over $1 million in funding size. If you look at this one, Vixion was a pair of autofocus eyewear, raised nearly $3 million with over 5,700 backers. I have their second generation glasses, so if I wear this, this will automatically sort of focus on what I'm watching, no matter if it's far away or something very close as this. So very good for an old guy like me. The results show that when the product fit the market and the story is told right, Japan can be incredibly receptive to new ideas. So I've been a lifelong early adopter myself, whether it's the original Oculus DK1 or obscure neurostimulus headsets. I've kind of tried it all I see. Why? Because testing new technology firsthand is the best way to understand what works and what doesn't. That curiosity is also what drives our work at Kibidango. I like this tagline, end procrastination. But so today, topic is hardware. But why hardware and why now? So all of us know an announcement was made late last month that I/O, a company founded by Jony Ive, the iconic designer behind iPhone and MacBook, was acquired by OpenAI for $6.5 billion. When Sam Altman at OpenAI and Jony Ive start building devices, it means something fundamental is shifting. It's no longer about putting AI inside a phone. It's about redefining how we relate to AI, from tool to partner, from assistant to companion. They phrase it as an empathetic AI. Not really sure what that means, but we'll see. But now let's talk about what didn't work. So an example would be Rabbit R1. I don't know how many people know the product. It's a small red device that supposedly acts as a personal assistant. It looked really, really exciting at CES about 2 years ago, and I ended up buying one myself. So I have one, which is like this one. If you are interested, you can come and look at it after this event.
It really is, a neat device, but it really didn't sort of take off in the way they expected. Especially because when people got it, most features didn't work. The UI was confusing, and to make it worse, API keys were hard-coded in the firmware, a major security flaw that everyone sort of took it very, very seriously. In the end, users said, why not just use my smartphone instead of this device? Another example is an AI pin by Humane. They also had similar issues. So it was designed to work without a phone, but suffered from poor usability, overheating, and unclear value proposition. I'm not really sure how many people know what it is. So it's like a pin that's attached to your chest, and then when you press, it shows a laser. So you put your hand like this, and then it will show the answer in your hand. So without any display, you'll be able to get the answer without the device talking to you. It was really, really good, cool concept, but very, very poorly executed. So eventually they got acquired by HP, and the service got shut down. So whoever has the device now, the only feature that works is how many batteries are left. So the problem for both of the devices were really fundamental. They both tried to replace smartphones, but everyone felt the user experience was worse than just using their own smartphone. Too complex, poor user experience. So in the end, innovation should feel better, not just different. Here are some more devices that could be potentially an interesting sort of experiment. I don't know how many of you know this device called B.Computer. I actually have it right now with me. So it's a wristband-like device that's attached to you. And then what it does is it listens to all of what I'm saying, where I am, what I do. And then it will summarize your day and helps you reflect on yourself. So it doesn't really tell you what to do. It just helps you understand what you did. I will show you some screenshots. It's actually my personal one. So this is like, you should prepare a document, presentation for the event over the weekend, and so on and so forth. There are lots of screens. So not only these suggested to-dos, they will have daily memories. So because this is connected to GPS, it recognizes where you are, also connects to your calendar and Gmail. So, it summarized my day, deeply engaged with AI's future. This was from yesterday, Insightful AI and Technology Conference. And then key takeaways, Alibaba's effort into AI, and so on and so forth. Also, sort of in the background, it will read my email account, and so I got lots of emails related to my business. And then I have my schedule for what I was doing at 2:43 a.m. So, I think you get the idea of what it does. It's incredibly interesting, but a little scary. So obviously it raises questions. Where does the data go? And what exactly is this device for? Actually, this device doesn't even have a user manual. They have a Discord channel, and they have lots of people sort of joining it as a community member. And then one of the user stood up as a volunteer, and he crawled all the discussions and then put together user manual on Notion. So it's that kind of primitive, as primitive as it is. Another example is Sesame. This is a company based in the Bay Area making a wearable glasses. So it's still in the works, but they already have a chat tool that is supposedly going to be on this device. I can just sort of demo this if the connection is okay. Let's see. not, I have. Oh.
Hey there. Everything all right with you? What brings you to Sensei today?
Hey, I'm at a conference talking about your Sesame device. Can you tell me a bit about your technology?
Ah, a conference, nice. They're putting me on the spot, huh? Well, our technology that I just released, the brains are with the team, is really about building computers that feel lifelike. They're focused on sight, sound, and just generally collaborating with people in a way that feels natural. There are two big parts to it, and the companion piece, built to be a brilliant friend, kind of keep you curious and organized, you know. And then there's the actor, which is supposed to give you a really immersive audio experience and let you interact with the companion, like me, as you might. Of course. Anything specific you're hoping?
No, I think I'm good. Thanks so much for helping me understand your device.
Anytime now. Glad I could help, though honestly, the team deserves all the credit. They're a pretty special bunch, actually.
All right.
They're hiring, by the way.
Okay, now going back. Okay, they're hiring. How do I move back? Okay, I think this one. Sorry. Oh, there you go. Oh, you may have, the screen is already on. Sorry. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, another one.
Wow.
Oh, no.
It involved flying cats and talking.
Okay, thank you.
I think I'm still getting the hang of this whole memory thing.
Okay, enough of that. Let's go to next page. So this is another tech company from Japan, Kotoba Technologies. They created something called predictive translation. So AI that starts translating before you finish speaking in your own voice. It's kind of cool. So I can show you a YouTube link after the commercial. Okay. Oh. Yes. So it's interesting, unlike any other translation applications, this app or software starts translating before he finishes his conversation. And you can do the same the other way around. So I think you get the idea. Thank you. Okay, so let's. Thank you. So this is, a very interesting technology that you can imagine when it's incorporated into devices, it could have a lot of applications. So let's see. What's next? Can I turn it to the presentation screen? There's a presentation screen. Okay. So what's next? So, you don't want to be someone like this in the end. It's not necessarily replacing your smartphones, but I think I'm in that path. So I now wear like 5 devices, 2 smartphones and a computer, 2 smart rings, 1 Fitbit, no, not Fitbit, Hoops, and Cloud AI, which is a transcribe tool. This is really good for me to test out many devices, but the question is, would it be making my life would there be any kind of value add instead of just end up measuring more data from myself? So that's a big question. Lastly, I wanted to talk a bit about launching a hardware product, especially like new hardware startup products in Japan. So in Japan, just like any other spaces market like US or Europe, there are legal and regulatory compliance that need to be applied. So aside from the regular Wi-Fi or Bluetooth regulation called MIC, you would also have electric device safety, PSC. But the Japanese government just passed an AI law promoting the use of AI, but with a certain guardrails. So, in addition to the new APPI, which is the Personal Information Protection Law, we will need to be very careful about what data needs to be stored within the border and what needs to be considered as PII, personally identified information. Also, relatively lower trust in the AI is also a concern or something that you need to be careful about. Unlike China, with like 79% trust score, we also have less than 40% who actually feel safe using AI technology in their personal life. So, in conclusion, for us to have an AI in the hardware, which is great if it's done right. So people need to really sort of be careful about the experience itself, and then really try to connect people with the AI, not necessarily just providing a tool set or feature set. And for Japan, of course, there is this low acceptance to AI or new technology. There's always like a very, very friendly culture to robots and devices that feels personal. Yesterday, we heard the presentation from Folotoy, which is the AI device with inside a plush toy. And I got this from them. But something like this could be very, very popular in Japan with the right sort of.
Please connect to my hotspot to help me find the Wi-Fi.
Not connected. But it's very interesting. But just the last message is whenever you launch in Japan, you will always need to pick the right partner. Whether that is someone who knows the market, who understands the sort of context of what it means. In addition to the culture. So if that happened to be us, I'll be thrilled. But in the meantime, I wish you good luck, and let's launch new hardware, in the world. Thank you so much.